This is The Weight of Love, a Caregiver's Journey, a series for every heart that has carried more than it ever expected. I want to thank you for joining me here on Faith Between the Lines, and I'm Scott. There is a moment in every caregiver's life when love shifts. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It doesn't announce itself. It happens quietly, in the middle of an ordinary day, in the middle of an ordinary moment, when something inside you says, I'm staying, I'm here, I'm not walking away from this. That moment changes everything, because caregiving isn't born out of obligation. It's born out of love that refuses to leave someone behind. And that kind of love, the kind that stays, the kind that sacrifices, the kind that keeps showing up, is one of the strongest forces on earth. You may not feel strong every day. You may not feel brave every day. But the fact that you're still here, still giving, still loving, still carrying, this is strength. This is courage. This is an act of selfless love. There is a weight you carry that most people never see. A weight that sits on your shoulders, your mind, your heart. It's the weight of being the one who holds everything together, the one who remembers the medications, the one who keeps track of the appointments, the one who notices the small changes that others miss, the one who wakes up at night because something just doesn't sound right. It's the weight of watching someone you love struggle and not being able to fix it. It's the weight of wanting to be strong but feeling tired in places that you can't explain. It's the weight of guilt, the guilt of needing a break, the guilt of feeling overwhelmed, the guilt of being human. And you don't talk about it, not because you're hiding anything, but because you don't want to burden anyone else, because you don't want to make it about you, because you've learned to swallow your own pain so you can present for someone else. But hear me, the weight is real. The exhaustion is real. The emotions are real. And none of this makes you weak. It makes you human. It makes you compassionate. And it makes you someone who loves deeply. So what holds you together when the weight gets too heavy? What keeps you standing when your strength feels thin? What keeps you going when your heart feels stretched? It's not perfection. It's not pretending you're okay. It's not forcing yourself to be strong. What holds you together is love. A love that rises in you even when you're tired. A love that whispers, you can do this. You've done it before, and you'll do it again. It's the love that shows up in the small moments, the way that you adjust the pillow, the way that you steady the hand, the way that you listen to a story you've heard 100 times, because it matters to them. It's the love that God pours into you when you feel empty, the love that fills the cracks, the love that steadies your shaking hands, the love that reminds you you're not carrying this alone. Sometimes what holds you together is simply the grace that you get through the next hour. Sometimes it's a memory of better days. Sometimes it's the hope of a quiet moment to breathe. Sometimes it's the gentle strength of God, right when you need it most. You may not always feel strong, but you are held by a strength greater than your own. Love has a weight to it, a holy weight, a weight that asks more of you than you ever expected. It's the weight of choosing compassion when frustration would be much easier. The weight of choosing patience when you're running on empty. The weight of choosing presence when your heart is tired. But here's the truth I want you to hear. The weight of love is not a burden. It's a calling, a sacred assignment that reflects the heart of God. Because love that costs you something is love that means something. You are loving someone in a way that mirrors heaven. Steady, faithful, sacrificial, and unconditional. This is not small. This is not ordinary. This is not unnoticed. Every act of care, every moment of tenderness, every sacrifice you make is a living expression of love. And love like that changes the world, one quiet moment at a time. As a reflection of this episode, I wrote a poem for it called The Love That Stays. You give a love that doesn't fade, a quiet strength that hard days made, a steady hand, a whispered prayer, a heart that shows up everywhere. You carry weight no one can see, yet still you love so faithfully. Through sleepless nights and weary days, you walk this path in sacred ways. No spotlight shines, no crowds applaud, but heaven sees the work you've trod. For love that bends but does not break is love you give for someone's sake. So hear my blessing, soft and true. May strength return each time you're through. For every tear and unseen fight, your selfless love becomes the light. Responsibility is heavy. It rearranges your days, your sleep, your plans, your body, your heart. You carry the responsibility of being the one who knows what to do, the one who pays attention, the one who advocates, the one who steps in, the one who doesn't get to fall apart. You carry the responsibility of being strong even when you feel fragile, of being patient even when you're overwhelmed, of being present even when you're exhausted. But here's what I want you to hear. You are not carrying this responsibility because you have to. You're carrying it because your heart is big enough to hold it, because your love is strong enough to lift it, because your spirit is brave enough to bear it. And even when you feel like you're barely holding on, you are doing more than you know. You are giving more than you realize. You are loving in ways that matter deeply. This responsibility is heavy, but you are not carrying this alone. God is with you. Grace is with you. Strength is with you. And you are doing holy work. My closing blessing for you and this episode is may peace settle over your retired places. May strength rise in you again. May God breathe fresh courage into your spirit. May you feel His nearness in the quiet moments, His comfort in the heavy ones, and His love every step you take. You are not unseen. You are not forgotten, and you are not alone. You are doing sacred work, and heaven sees every bit of it. I want to thank you for joining me here on this episode of Faith Between the Lines, and I hope I met you right where you are. You being here in this space matters, where your questions and comments are always welcome and appreciated. They can be left on YouTube or on Buzzsprout. Before I close, I want to take a moment to honor the families and the men and the women of our military, those who serve, those who have served, and those who stand behind them with quiet strength. Your sacrifice, your courage, and your commitment to this great country do not go unnoticed. May God bless you, protect you, and surround your families with the peace and gratitude for all you give. And always remember this, you are never walking alone. We'll see you here on the next episode.